Hi, I'm Dr. Andrea McSwain. Today I want to talk to you about the liver-skin connection. So often we think about so many things that happen in the skin as problematic. So the skin can have discoloration, it can have rashes, hives, itching, acne or infections. It can be eroded, it can have candida infections. There's so many things that are happening sometimes in the skin. And then for some people, all of these things emerge as symptoms and then they resolve for a little while, and then they might develop other issues like indigestion, bloating, abdominal pain, discomfort, or there might be other conditions that affect other systems. But really, I want to make that connection today with the skin and those other symptoms that are the liver. And it might be the other way. Sometimes people have abdominal bloating, indigestion. They might find that their gallbladder is developing stones. Their liver is heavy, full. They can't process fats as well. They might have some kind of unusual rash areas that come up. They might be developing candida. And then they might also notice some weight gain, sluggishness, brain fog. These are all things that can be related to liver overwhelm, where the liver is just having to do too much work than it can do, and it's not really getting a chance to pump. So, liver-skin connection. Because the liver-skin connection is really important, because we need to start understanding the value of the skin as an organ of elimination, and also the knowledge that the liver has a lot of work to do to help with changing different substances into metabolites and then getting rid of those into the organs of elimination. We often, just because the liver is in the abdomen, think about the liver's connection to the gastrointestinal system or the colon, right? And moving toxins out that way and waste out that way. We also need to see that sometimes the skin will take on that role, especially when the liver is overwhelmed. And so then we look at the liver-skin overwhelm, and then we see skin manifestations. So a lot of times people look to the skin and they say, oh, the skin is the problem. And that's fair. A lot of times the skin is the problem, but really the skin is showing you the problem, right? And the problem is an internal organ. And then oftentimes it's the liver. And so when we look at healing from healing the skin, we will look at healing from the outside in, the inside out. And then when you look at the skin and what you need to do, there's really kind of two divisions of that. There's healing from the inside out and healing from the outside in. I want to talk a lot today about healing from the inside out. I mean, to really look at how to clean up the liver, and so that you can get those toxins out, mostly through the bowel, which will then improve the quality of the skin as an organ. Remember, the organ of the skin is about defense and repair, and it's also an organ of elimination. It allows us to sweat, and it's also an organ of absorption, where we get a lot of transdermal absorption that can then go into the blood supply pretty readily. So the skin has a lot of roles. A lot of times we just think of it as protection, but because it is an organ of elimination, there are pathways in our body that connect it to organs like the liver, where the liver does a lot of work in filtration and also getting some materials ready to be excreted. So that's really important. The liver does a lot, but those are some important things as it relates to the skin. So we want to look at how to heal the skin, for example, by healing the liver. And then we can also talk about how to clear up the skin in and of itself, which is actually another way to improve the organ of elimination, so the liver can get more things out. Because when the skin is stuck with different toxins, then the skin will not be able to function as well as an organ of elimination, and this can, in essence, put more work on the liver. So I wanted to tell you those things because the liver-skin connection is often unrecognized. And it's really helpful in understanding a lot of skin symptoms and manifestations can actually be coming from internal organs like the liver. So you have that. So you have more information with that. We are offering through MCHM a liver 7-day detox cleanse, so that the liver has an opportunity to receive the supplementation and support that it needs in a really well-refined system of detoxification that really is as easy as possible to get this done. So in 7 days, it can be pretty life-transforming for a lot of people. Some people really find that they have notable improvements in multiple systems. So they're having better bowels, they're having less abdominal bloating, they're having more energy, they're thinking better. All this plays into the liver. So that's how often sometimes symptoms that seem related to other systems can actually be improved by doing the work in the liver. So then this 7 days, basically, it's supplementation support, it's guidance from our health coaches. I'm available in the background for anything that's necessary, and really helping for people to understand their body as they're able to get this stuff that's been accumulating to be discarded effectively. And that's kind of a reset button, which I much prefer. This is a reset button, a good, safe 7-day program that really works to move these toxins along, get them out, get the body functioning better. I like it in the fall because we have so many things with holidays coming up and people getting inside and not really getting as much activity as they did in the summer. So I really like it as a way to kind of prepare for the winter cabin fever. And a lot of times people talk about the Michigan 10 weight gain or Michigan 15 weight gain in the winter. So that sedentary lifestyle that's added in the winter can be really daunting. And also people get that because they have cravings. They have sugar cravings that happen in the holiday activities, and then they might gobble. So better to kind of clear out the liver, reduce cravings, reduce bloating, possibly reduce weight loss. It does happen quite often, but I really think that the fundamental improvement is the clearing out and support of this organ. All right, have a beautiful day.